My name is Deborah Delaveau. I'm a registered nurse assigned to the Female Surgical Ward number 2 of the Princess Margaret Hospital.
My name is Branwell Roll. I am presently Assistant Storekeeper in the Department of Materials Management.
I am Patsy Morris, the Area Supervisor for Surgical Area 2. I'm the Senior Nursing Officer with responsibility for the Burns Unit and Wound Care Department.
I'm Caramanda Ferguson, Nursing Officer 1, formerly in charge of Burns and Wound Care, Princess Margaret Hospital.
Hello, I'm Margot Monroe. I'm a radiation oncologist and palliative care physician in the oncology department at Princess Margaret Hospital.
Okay, my name is Catherine Beach, and my position is Hospital Administrator within the Public Hospitals Authority.
I was presented with the Clinical Excellence Award 2014-2015.
In 2014, July 2014, I was presented with the Leadership Award for Public Hospital Authority.
I was presented with the Employee of the Year 2014-2015.
The award that I was presented with was on behalf of the Burns Unit Department, so that was the Department of the Year Award.
Grand Bahama Health Services received the 2014 Institutional Award.
I received the Award for Clinical Excellence for 2014-2015.
I was excited, elated, surprised, thankful, grateful, but most of all humbled to have been chosen as the award winner.
When I was presented with the award, first of all, I was surprised. That was my first feeling, and then I was excited, happy, and in the end, completely honored that I was given such an award, and so proud that my colleagues and my peers was there to witness this occasion. So simply honored to receive Leadership of the Year award.
For me, initially, just being called up to receive the award, I was somewhat surprised, that we had won again, and secondly, to know that obviously the work that we were doing during that year did not go by unnoticed, and so taking that award back to the staff was one of celebration. I was very proud to be able to say to them that your hard work resulted in another PHA recognition of excellence.
Well, actually, I felt very excited when I was presented with the award because I knew that the Burns Unit and Wound Care Department was well deserving of receiving that award. It felt good to know that, they were being recognized for their hard work, the hard work that they do throughout the year. Patients and the staff, I think, are very satisfied with the level of care that's being performed in those units. And the clients always come back and they speak positively about their experience. Because bearing in mind now, the care that they receive is not just one treatment. They have to keep returning for long periods until their wounds are healed. And so I have never heard any negative feedback from any of them. They're all very pleased and very happy with the way the staff treat them when they come to the unit and ensure that not just their wound care needs are met, but sometimes they extend themselves beyond that and give them good advice if it's required. And so I felt very pleased and very happy for them and to be a part of such a dynamic team.
It was an unexpected yet pleasant surprise to have been nominated and selected for the 2014-2015 Clinical Excellence Award.
During my tenure as Employee of the Year, I have become more aware of the importance of two words: passion and dedication. My career is driven by passion. Thus, I am able to serve with integrity, hard work, and a love for what I do. My dedication has brought me to this point, for which I hope to be an example to all employees of this prestigious organization. I must thank the Managing Director of the Public Hospital Authority, Ms. Susan Pratt, Director of Materials Management, supervisors and colleagues for the support shown to me. No man is an island. Together, as a team, we are able to achieve much success. As I bid farewell to my reign, it's with esteemed pleasure that I leave these few words with the new Employee of the Year. In all things, put God first. Remember to persevere through the challenges that must and will come. Let integrity and moral standards guide your everyday decisions as you work together with all stakeholders to achieve the goals of the organization. Always strive for excellence. May God's richest blessings be upon you. Congratulations.
Well, as the winner, some of the highlights I can remember would actually being the patient's advocate, as well as being able to share my nursing skills with my colleagues, as well as nursing students, in helping to provide the best possible quality care for our patients.
I guess on reflection, it becomes easy when you set a bar, you set a standard, you define the parameters that pretty much allow you an opportunity as an organization to be able to build on a platform of goals and achievements that helps to pave the way for future improvements as we continue to appreciate the value that we bring to delivering healthcare for the people of the Grand Bahama and the neighboring Keys. And so building on the successes of making sure that things like the patient satisfaction issues were constantly being monitored and addressed, looking at the infrastructure from the perspective of the environment being pleasing to the eye of both the patient and the staff that work within the facilities, continuing to uphold the policies and the procedures of the PHA so that we continue to position ourselves to be able to advance the PHA's mandate of service excellence was some of the things that we recognize as being important to put us in a position of always being competitive.
The main highlight I feel for the burns and wound care staff was receiving the actual award. It was a surprise, and it was an honor to receive the PEP award for Department of the Year. So the highlight was just receiving it and being honored in such a way, and a special thanks to our supervisor, Ms. Patsy Morris, for seeing fit to nominate us and recognizing our hard work in the Princess Margaret Hospital and also in the community. So that was the highlight of the award for us in burns and wound care.
The highlight I felt was seeing their response when they found out that they had won the Department of the Year. Everyone was elated, and that was felt throughout the unit. And I think that gave them the extra impetus to go on and continue to perform throughout the year. And they maintained the high standards that we expected of them. And they still demonstrate that team spirit throughout. And I think that carried us to this point. I'm sure they take them beyond where we are now. And so I think that was motivating and uplifting for the whole department.
My advice to this year's Clinical Excellence Award winner would be to encourage you to continue providing quality care to the patients you encounter and to promote teamwork in your fellow healthcare providers as we all seek to render optimal service to all the patients that we meet.
I would say to the Department of the Year, the winner this year, is to work hard, be a role model, strive for excellence. Some days it's hard, but remember that why we're here. We're here for the patients, and that's our priority. So each day you come, put your best foot forward and strive for excellence.
I agree with Ms. Ferguson. I think that the winner for this year, the spotlight will definitely be on you, on your department. And so the same teamwork and the same activities and the same effort that you place into getting to the point where you are now, that same effort has to be demonstrated so that you can be seen to be that deserving of that award. And just continue to perform and be the role model department that you know that you can be.
To my successor, always function at your highest knowledge level. Always be passionate, loving, caring, and kind towards your patients. Do it right the first time. Serve with a smile and continue to serve with excellence.
I would like to say to anyone who aspired to win this award, just to be strong and to work hard and be committed to whatever you do. I would also like to say a special thank you to my colleagues and supervisors who supported me over the past year. And a special thanks to the nominator, the person who nominated me. I would like to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for this special moment in time.
I would say that, first of all, being able to always be in a position to anticipate the needs of your patients is certainly one of the things that you need to always have in the forefront. The community, by and large, is what makes the hospital, and understanding their expectations and their needs, coupled with the fact that we have our own expectations in terms of how care is delivered. Matching those two to ensure that you combine the elements of quality and satisfaction, I would imagine, would have been some of the issues that we may consider to be challenges. Oftentimes, the public have great expectations in terms of what we should do, but in reality, we find that there are many times when we have limitations that may not always be their concern, but finding the right medium to be able to dialogue with them to bring them to understand, while at the same time tampering how our team appreciates and understand that and deliver that, and to always have that spirit of monitoring and evaluating how we're doing, because we're only as good as what our customers say of us.
To the award committee, to my nursing colleagues, to the entire health institution, professions, I'd like to say thank you for having chosen me to serve as your Clinical Excellence Award winner 2014-2015. Again, my sincere thanks, and may God continue to bless all of you.
Having been nominated, just to be nominated, I think speaks a lot about what your department is all about. And everyone cannot win, but a winner has to emerge. And that winner, whomever is the winner, I just want to congratulate them and wish them the best for the new year, for all their accomplishments and getting them to the point that they are and that they would have achieved and attained. I'd just like them to enjoy the year, and the spotlight will be on their department, and to enjoy it, and maximize the effect of it and let that carry your department forward. But sometimes you need a springboard to take your department to the next level. And always remember, we work as a team within whichever institution you're in, whether it's the Princess Margaret, it's Sandilands, it's Durand, but the teamwork has to be demonstrated and shown. And best of luck.
And I'd like to say congratulations to the new department winners this year, and thanks to the Public Hospital Authority for the award for burns and wound care in 2014-2015.
And also to thank the committee for, the hard work that they're doing at PHA and the nominating committee in ensuring that the recognition is attained by the hard-working institutions, and we value, these opportunities to shine.
I think the key for us within the Public Hospitals Authority is to always have a plan, and that plan needs to be articulated at all times to all team members, so that when at the end of the day we're all working towards a common goal. Oftentimes we encounter the problems whereby staff say we don't understand, we didn't know. And in our best effort to try to eliminate that, we recognize that it's a constant and ongoing problem that has to be addressed. I think within the PHA, if we could create opportunities to always engage our staff and to value their input in terms of how things should be done or can be done, but within the context of some decision having to be made that would work within the best interest of all concerned, would be some of the recommendations that I would make. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the staff, the wonderful staff at the Grand Bahama Health Services, for their support of me during my tenure there. Thank you.